Hi there, me again, although usually I forget her name. Just calling to check in on a couple prices if you don't mind. What are you buying batteries for today? Okay, decent. And do you buy cast iron? I got a bunch of brake rotors. Alright, I'll see you this afternoon. Thanks, bud. Bye. Okay. That's what we're looking at. Oh yeah! So, we're gonna do a scrap run. Welcome back, pandas. Prices are not doing what I thought they were gonna do. So let's get this thing loaded up and then we'll decide where we're going. Can't forget about that part. Let's go. Okay, so bare wire crushes it on batteries, but they're pretty weak on cast aluminum. And then recon for the number 2. So it looks like we got to make 2 trips. They'll buy the steel is the thing. So yeah, whatever, just pack the batteries at the front and then load everything else on top with the steel last. Oh, that sucks. Steel's the biggest thing. I don't know how much space it's gonna need. We'll just load everything else through the doors. It's fine. Alrighty. I'm gonna ruin this thing, I just know it. Whatever. Oh, frick. That didn't take long. Duh. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking I could keep something nice for 5 minutes. Does that work? Yep. Come on, you. Oh, buddy. That one's pretty heavy. That's really very heavy. Okay, we got it all in, and not without some struggle. I was starting to think we'd have to do 2 loads, but I managed to rearrange it, then rearrange it again, and here we go. So that's the stainless steel and the copper, and underneath is all the batteries, because I needed to even out the weight, because there was a lot of weight on the driver's side on the back. And over there, these are going to the other place, but mostly those are all going to the first place, which closes at 4, so we gotta hustle. And then back there, the extruded aluminum is like, it's sort of easy access, and then everything else is just going to the other place. And although that doesn't look like it'll fit, oh, so that's that. Yes, that is a heavy load. The struts are getting a little worn out, so that's part of the reason. A lot of the reason is it's heavy as frick. Also, look at that. Oh, I guess you can't really tell. It still looks like a mess. We're bringing this with us. We got our license, we got our mask, and we got our empty pockets. So let's go get some. Let's go get some money. Go, go, go. As usual, we are loaded to thrill, and that means we got to take the slow lane, drive nice and easy. Don't take any unnecessary bumps or potholes, because we're basically bottomed out the entire time. I'm really excited though. I'm excited to see what our totals are. I'm excited to see what the total weight is, and I'm excited to get ourselves an ice cap. Yaha! Sweet! We are here, and that means I get to get rid of a small amount of weight. This thing has a lot of momentum. right, sweet. We'll go through it when we're done, but that's 120 bucks. I like these purples. I love Canadian money. Anyway, next, the big heavy. Now this one is Recon, and holy cow, it is a bumpy road getting in here. I tell you what. So I got some steel shred. I don't know where to put that, and then I gotta come back in, and then I'll do the cast iron. Oh, I love this place. I really do. I don't make much money here. I like it. I like what's going on. So much action. Jealous of that trailer. Wouldn't mind having me one of those. I think those are lead pipes. Ooh, wait. I think that's, yeah. All right, let's see how we did there. It's not gonna be as much as the other one. Not even close. Honestly, if we get anywhere near 50 bucks, I'll be stoked. If we get more than $5 for that steel, I'll be happy with that too. But I don't know if they're even gonna pay me, to be honest. Like for this steel, I mean. Because they didn't want it. It's a small yard here, and they're not really, they're trying to be a non-ferrous yard. But I mean, the money's there, so let's go see. That wasn't too bad. Do you want to go through it here, or do you want to wait till we get back? Let's just wait till we get back. I got something I want to go pick up. We're going to the big mall. And whoo-wee, this thing is driving light and zippy. I like this. Nothing makes you appreciate something more than not having it. I hate malls. There's really nothing left for me there. Back when I was a wee tot who had literally nothing else going on, and many friends who were in the same position, you know, the mall might be sort of appealing. Just somewhere to be. But, what is that? Oh, that's probably the reserved for police. Woo! Thank you, sweet and merciful parking gods. You know... Oh, forgot the thing. Oh, there's actually a closer one over there. And we could have kept looking, but one thing I find about parking is just take the first spot you see. Because if you go driving around trying to find a spot that's like really close to the door, you'll probably find it eventually, but you would have been inside by then. I am not the sort of person to neglect a perfectly good opportunity to expand my ninja training. Let's get in there. Let's get out of here. Okay, now we're good. Let's go home and we'll go through what just happened. And we got a Slurpee instead of an ice cap, because these are hard times. And also, ice caps weren't on the way home. Now, I know this is gonna seem kind of unprecedented and random, but who wants to see what I picked up? They're so friggin' cool. At least they look cool online. Can't tell me those aren't absolutely heckin' sick. Yeah, they don't have sizes that would fit me. These are kids' shoes. So I ordered these for Wub, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna love them. I think of it as a bit of like a father's pride thing to make sure your kid has good footwear. Because if he's walking around there with trashed shoes, that's me doing a bad job. That and well fed. Like, if he's filled with garbage food, hungry all the time, and wearing crappy clothes, that's gotta be his parents doing something wrong. And that's not what we're about. So, and obviously that extends to ensuring that he's constantly looking heckin' sick. Now, you might think that that has nothing to do with today's topic, but it's actually a pretty clever segue, and you'll see why in a second. People are probably curious, so let's just go through this real quick. We got 123.35 from bare wire, and of course the big performer there was the batteries, but not to be ignored, the copper came in at $31, and they're actually not the best price in town, but the best price in town is way up the hill, and it was like $2 difference. So I'm not going to add an extra half hour to my driving around for $2. So, you know, that's why these guys, and what else? So 32 cents on stainless was $4.48, 37 cents for batteries, and I was going to go through all the numbers, but you know what? This is faster. If anyone's interested, there's that. And this is the other place. There, done. So today's grand total was 173. Not bad. That is a good, stiff, solid step towards making rent. So I mentioned something about prices, so I figured we'd take a minute to go over what I meant by that. See, some of these markets have been strangely active, and if you remember my last scrap run, that was me rushing everything out the door, partially because I had to move, but also I was excited to get it out before prices all plummeted like I expected them to because of the whole thing. But turns out that's not what happened. It sort of did. Aluminum and stainless seem to be on the lower end that I've seen, but they haven't plummeted. They seem to have been staying fairly constant, which is why it's so strange that copper is performing so strongly. You know, copper is sitting at like $3 a pound at the other place where I normally would take it to, but didn't feel like it. And that's quite a bit higher. See, that's why I love copper, is because it makes these radical shifts. It wasn't that long ago. It was barely, I think it was around $2 a pound last time I brought the other stuff in. And one of these places I called only wanted to give me 60 cents a pound for wire. And that's obviously crazy. And I'm not going to go for that. No. Like and subscribe. So copper has been on this aggressive trajectory, and that actually sits right alongside silver and gold as well. Gold has just skyrocketed over $2,000. Silver, I'm not sure what it's at right now, but it's done the exact same thing. And I'm not really sure what's pushing that. I guess maybe production is down because less people are at work, but copper production is all over the world, and there's lots of places where people are like all back into the workforce like before, so I'm not really sure. But what else has followed the exact same trajectory of skyrocketing starting about mid-June is collectibles. Not all collectibles, I don't pay attention to all of them, but video games, PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1 games, GameCube games. Those are the only ones that I actually paid attention to, because I kind of went nuts picking up like a stack of all the different PS2 games that I wanted to have in the collection last year, and played some of them, was thinking about selling some of them, didn't, and just recently looked at some of the prices, and most of them have doubled. Which is what a lot of other markets are doing, and I don't understand what's pushing this. This is the exact opposite of what I thought was going to happen. So if anybody wanted to buy stock, well, you may have missed the boat, or maybe this is going to continue, but I have no idea. And the funny thing is, see, video games and
scrap metal are a lot closer because I don't really have a bucket of gold. But usually with video games, when the prices go up, they don't really come back down. But this is a completely unprecedented situation, and I'm not sure if they can hold at those prices. But if people have bought them at those prices, then they're going to expect to sell them for those. And if other people have paid that, then other sellers are going to expect to get that. So I don't know. The prices have exploded, and they haven't started leveling out yet, so I don't know. I know buying on the high is not really a good idea, so I don't, this isn't going to be particularly useful information to you, but it's just interesting, and I'm not really sure what to make of it. I'd love to know more. If anybody else has any thoughts on these matters, if anybody else has been noticing this, I'd love to know what you think, because I'm just impressed. Not to mention kind of enjoying the fact that my video game collection, which are traditionally not something you'd call an investment, seems to have been turning around. Not that I had ever planned on selling it. It's just kind of fun when you see something that you already own going like quite a bit up in value. Yeah. Strange times we're living in. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you're having a great week. Look forward to whatever comes out next. I'm honestly not sure what it's going to be. But until then, leave it better than you found it. And keep doing the thing.